I believe that understanding neurodivergent bodies allows us to be a bit more curious, and we can better validate the neurodivergent experience. Neurodivergence impacts the whole body and nervous system, not just behaviour and communication. In my course, I talk about coexisting health conditions, rejection sensitivity disorder, mental health, executive function, masking, communication difficulties, demand avoidance, late diagnosis, and much, much more. So, today we're just going to look at one simple thing that we can change within our practice that we might consider to do differently for our neurodivergent client. Can anyone tell me how we might ask our client about their pain level? How might you do that? So if in a clinical setting, 1 to 10, it's a perfect example. Thank you, so it's written on the card. 5 is really bad, 1 is not so bad. How would you rate your pain? If you are neurodivergent, sometimes that can be just over the edge, overwhelmed, shut down, because my 18-year-old would not be able to process that question. I say they, them because they're they, them pronouns. They would freeze. There would be too much to dissect. What pain doesn't have a number. And so the whole processing of that information, they just would not be able to do. What is really bad? Hello, come in! Are you okay?
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm talking about neurodiversity and massage. The other thing that you might be able to is, one of the other ways that you might talk about pain is it too much? Is this pain too much? Well, this also might be a difficult thing for somebody who is neurodivergent to process, because there are no guidelines and parameters. Too much, what do they mean? What is too much? Am I expected to tolerate this pain? Am I not expected to tolerate this pain? There is so much to dissect, even in this one question that we might ask our clients. Some neurodivergent people have a challenge with their interoception, so they struggle to accurately describe what is going on inside their body, which is why they might not be able to tell you if they're thirsty or if they're hungry, and along with pain. They might not recognise pain in their body until it's far too late and their body is far too overwhelmed. They also might not be able to process the information, process the question. My child has really slow processing, and therefore they might not be able to even notice the pain, process the information. Then they have to work out how to decide how to respond, and probably wanting to respond in a neurotypical way. So that process is all going on, and work out how to communicate with you, and then the moment is past. So even by asking a simple question might put a neurodivergent body into overwhelm.